Hi everybody, my name is Sarah Sullivan and I am an artist with Rising Youth Theater, and I am so excited to be sharing this activity with you today as part of a partnership between Rising Youth Theater and the i.d.e.a. Museum and Benedictine University, with special thanks to the Arizona Commission on the Arts for supporting the project. So in this session, we are really thinking about things that we can do right now, even as we are socially distanced from a lot of the people that we love. How can we still create together? Because that is really, for all of our organizations, what we are really about, doing creative work in shared spaces with each other. For this particular project, you need at least 2 people. And they can be of any age. We think this is a particularly good exercise for an adult and a young person to do together, because one of the reasons we really love doing this work at Rising Youth Theater, and a huge part of our values, is that we make space for children and adults to work together and collaborate as equal partners who are all bringing something to the table that is valuable and important, not just a student-teacher relationship where the adult has something to teach the young person. So what you're gonna see today is me, an adult, creating a book with 2 different young people. One of them is my daughter, Josephine, who is 2.5, and one of them is my neighbor, Greta, who is 10. So as you'll see in the video, Josie and I are able to interact very closely because we are sharing space together as family members, where when you see Greta and I, we'll be doing this project wearing masks and maintaining distance from each other. And we did the project outside so that we could help keep the project as safe as possible. So for those of you following along at home, and you'll see the examples that Greta and Josie and I make as we go, here are the steps. All right, so here's step 1. You're going to make the book. So we want this to be something you can do really simply with materials that you already have. For this one, you really just need paper. We're just using regular 8.5 by 11 computer paper here, and you need something to write or draw with. So here we have some markers. You can use crayons, pens, pencils, whatever you have available. You can be as creative and out of the box as you want to be, but it works great with just a ballpoint pen and some paper. So first you are going to take at least 2 sheets of paper, as many as you want. We'll do 3 right here. Take them together and fold them in half, creating a blank book. So as you can see, it now opens with different pages. If you want, you can staple along the seam here to give it a little more structure, but you don't even have to do that. You can just have, now you have this great multi-page blank book ready for creating. For step 2, you're gonna start writing your book. So we'll skip the cover for now. We'll do the cover at the very end. So you'll move to page 1 of the book. And the first partner is going to write the first sentence of a story. I think it's really nice for the youngest person in the collaboration to go first. But either person, decide who it's going to do. That person is going to write 1 sentence. I'll hand this to you. And you are going to write the first sentence of a story.
Once upon a time, there was an adventure.
Step 2, the second collaborator is going to read the sentence that their partner wrote, and they are going to draw the picture that goes with that page. Then they're going to turn the page, and on page 2, you're going to write the next sentence continuing the story.
She dreamed of traveling
the world
never left her home.
When you are writing this, I want you to think about remembering the rules of improv, which is about yes and. You want to pay attention to what your partner is writing and move it forward, not disregard it or dismiss it or change things completely. So for example, if my partner started the story by saying, the cow jumped over the moon, my next sentence in the story should be about the cow and the moon. It shouldn't be about a purple cat. So we want to say yes and build on the story. And then once you've written that second page, you're going to hand it back to your partner and they will illustrate that page, draw a picture that connects with sentence number 2. Then they will turn to page 3 and write the third sentence in the story. They will then hand that back to their partner, who will continue the story, drawing the picture and writing the next sentence on page 4. So step 2 continues until you get to the end of your book. And at this point, you will have something really beautiful that you've created together. Then you're gonna wanna read your book.
She set out on her journey, and as she walked, others began to join her. She got to her destination, and with her friends, she loved traveling.
Once you've read it together, work together to come up with a title. So we have these here, some really beautiful titles and covers that we wrote and illustrated together. Then you have a story that you can share and you can pass it along to someone else. Some variations that you can do. Obviously, you can do this with as many people as want to participate. So you could do this as a multi-page book and a whole family activity where you're working and writing and drawing one step at a time. You don't even have to do this with people that you are in physical contact with. It's a longer process, but what a great way to connect with a grandparent or a friend that you're not able to see. Write page 1, put it in the mail, send it to someone. They will continue on with step 2, drawing a picture and writing the next sentence. They'll send it back to you. And you can be in a creative, collaborative space with someone even from far away. Even without using some of the tools of technology that we have right now. I also, as we're talking about variations, want to make clear that this is an activity that can absolutely be done with a toddler or a younger child who is not writing on their own yet. As you can see in my collaboration with Josie, though she's not writing, we're able to still very much create the story together. The lines are just going to be a little bit blurrier in the way that you create, and that's absolutely okay. Okay, what color are her pajamas?
Pink.
So there's a lot of great ways to create these books. We can't wait to see what you make. Please feel free to send them to us. We would love that. And thank you for creating with us today.